here. Hello, welcome to Thursday Night Live with me, Coach Carissa, owner and boss babe of 365 Daily Hustle, life and wellness coach, as well as personal trainer. So I've got a really great, juicy topic tonight. I know if you've read the bio, it is all about self-love. So don't leave, because it's a great conversation that we all need to be having with ourselves, and we all need a little bit more of. But before I dive into tonight's topic, of course, I want to mention just a couple of things. So I am going to be giving you 25 ways to practice more self-love in your life in just a little bit. So now's the time to run and grab a piece of paper and a pen, because as a coach, I am going to ask you to pick 2 or 3 things that you can do in the next 7 days that will get you one step closer to giving yourself more self-love. That's a lot of selves. But yes, I am going to ask you to do that. And then feel free to chime in which ones that really resonate with you, right? Which ones that you are going to choose to try. Best case, you love doing it and you feel great, right? And it just pushes you that much further into your goals. Worst case, you're like, wow, I had a hard time with that. Maybe I need to do more of it. Or I didn't like that at all. So not a problem. Either way, you're going to learn something from tonight's topic. And again, I will be giving you 25 ways to practice more self-love in your life. But first, if you're here watching live tonight, or if you're catching a replay, make sure you let me know you're here. Chime in, say, hey, what's up? Let me know where you're from. If you're from out of state, let me know what's resonating with you. If you enjoy doing any of the things that I'm about to talk about, send some love, send some thumbs up. Let me know that you're interested in tonight's topic. But again, first, now's the time to grab the piece of paper and a pen. I want you to pick 2 or 3 of these self-practice love tips and choose to do a couple of them this week. Before we dig into that, I do just want to briefly mention that I will be going live tomorrow at noon talking all about my new amazing group program. It's called Spring into Summer. Group coaching around weight loss, energy, and balance. This is a 6-week-long program that will guarantee you to be healthier than you are when you start. That is for sure. So what does that incorporate? The spring into summer coaching is online group coaching. So yes, you are with like your fellow tribe members, some other people that I'll be pairing people up with. It begins the week of May 20th. It ends right before July, and you're guaranteed 1 private coaching session with me, 4 weekly online group sessions, 1 body comp and goals setting workshop, a group movement day, which is going to be really fun to get together and kind of, have some fun, let loose, and sweat a little bit, move our bodies. And then we're going to end it with an empowerment party at the end. So it's 6 full weeks. And I'm even throwing in a cleanse. So tomorrow at noon, I will be talking all about what this group coaching, is, more details about it, how to sign up, what you get if you sign up before May 15th. Little hint is like $100 off the program. So it's definitely something to take advantage of. The next thing I do want to mention is that Carissa Nielsen and we have partnered up and collaborated, and we are having an event, and it's called Building Self-Confidence from Within. So if you struggle with some sort of self-confidence issue or self-esteem or deservability, this is the workshop for you. This is very hands-on. And let's face it, you guys, we all struggle with confidence at some point. Even someone who is pretty confident, once we step outside of our comfort zone, we go back into feeling unconfident just for a little bit. It's that like uncomfortableness of growing. So if you know it's uncomfortable, you know you're growing, and you know you're. I shout out. Hello, Anne. Welcome. Hi, Jeffrey. Thanks for joining us. Tonight we are talking all about self-care. And really, when we think about self-care, it's any activity that we do deliberately in order to take care of our mental, emotional, and our physical health. Okay, so good self-care is the key to improved mood and reduced anxiety, right? It's also the key to good relationships with ourselves and with others. So before I dive into those 25 ways to practice self-love in our life, I thought I would just quickly share some of the benefits that I've noticed with my clients, with myself, and just like daily lifestyle, right, with other people. 5 benefits of incorporating more self-care. And trust me, there are so many benefits. And if I list these and you're like, oh, but Carissa, what about this? Chime in, let me know, right? So I can add it to my content. I would love more ideas or more ways that self-care benefits us. So top 5 benefits for me was better productivity, right? We've all kind of been in that like stuck in a rut and we just don't feel like going to work. And when we get to work, we just don't feel like doing any work. We kind of like half-ass everything that we're doing. It's probably because our bodies, our minds, somewhere in our being is a little off. So self-care equals more productivity. If you're a business owner, make sure you are taking care of your employees and allowing them and encouraging them to do self-care techniques because they will be more productive and more efficient. I promise. More happier too. Let's see, improve resistance to disease, right? Holy cow, as a health and wellness coach, I really am in preventative healthcare, right? When we can take care of our minds and our bodies and our spirits now, we can prevent a lot of diseases that are going to happen with heart disease and high blood pressure, which just then puts on more medication onto us. So I truly believe that more self-care, more self-awareness, more mindfulness practices can help us stay out of those scary diagnoses. The third one is enhance your self-esteem. The fourth is increase your self-knowledge. And my last one is that you are able to give more. I think that that's maybe one of the most important ones. When I feel loved, I give more love. When I have more energy, my clients feel more energy. So I promise self-care is not all about the girls and like going and getting facials and thinking like shopping. There's so many ways that we can incorporate more self-care into our life. So why am I talking about self-care? Well, this last week while I was in Arizona, I really realized I had so many people remind me that as a healer, right, as a coach, as someone who pours all of my energy into my clients and my work, which is beautiful, but I also must pour that energy back into my soul. Hello, Cheryl. Hi, Catherine. Welcome. So yeah, I realized that I have to do more self-care practices. And sometimes as a working wife, right, and a mother, I feel like, dang, I've already taken out a couple hours in my morning to go to the gym, and I feel like that's my self-care. But let's face it, as I start to grow my business, people in the gym start to, ask questions, and as a natural networker and relationship builder, I want to talk to them. And then all of a sudden, my gym time is now becoming social time plus gym time. So, and there's more to just doing physical self-time. So I'm going to give you 25 ways to practice more self-love. So again, grab that piece of paper. We are ready to dive in because it's really important for our mental health to practice self-love and self-care. It's important to love yourself first, okay? Here are some ways to practice more self-love so that you can live a happier, healthier lifestyle. Give me the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go, right? So number 1 is talk to yourself like you would talk to someone you love. when it comes to self-love, it's important never to doubt yourself or to judge yourself or to put blame or shame on ourselves, even though that is so hard to do. Trust me, I am right there with you. Sometimes I catch myself like saying negative talk to myself, and then I have to kind of like slap myself out of that funk because that's not who I am. But I know the struggle is very real when it comes to talking to yourself just like you would your spouse or someone that you love. You know, you should always be very positive with yourself instead of saying things like I have to do and I can't do things. Instead, it's I get to and I can do anything that I want to do. Number 2, pamper yourself. So sometimes you need to have a bubble bath. Let's face it, they light the candle, you're a whole new woman or man afterwards. But what are some other ways that you can pamper yourself? Yeah, sometimes, guys, we need to eat a whole box of chocolates, or we need to, for me, my vice is gummy bears. So sometimes it's like, it's okay. Like, it's fine. Not a problem. I'm not going to make myself feel bad about a little guilty pleasure that I want every once in a while. Another really cool thing that I love to do that I can't wait to schedule again is 45 minutes in the Canvas Salon and Day Spa's Salt Room. I love that place. I'm definitely coming back. Thank you, Erin, for investing in your business. We are reaping the benefits for sure. There's facials, there's mani-pedis, there's so many ways to really pamper ourselves. And let's face it, you guys, nothing says self-love more than a little TLC, right? So number 3, letting go of toxic people. We've had this whole Facebook Live conversation before about how to get rid of those toxic people from your life. If you have negative vampires sucking your energy and your life dry, it's time to let them go. Let's face it, they're not doing anything for you except like taking everything from you. And that is very hard. But when we surround ourselves with negative people, we become negative, bitchy people, right? When we surround ourselves with the gossip queens and the negative Nancys and the Debbie Downers, we all of a sudden adapt that as our own. And that's not going to help us love ourselves anymore, you guys. So dump the toxic people in your life right now. Number 4, get up early and get lots of rest. Making sure that you're giving yourself, I like to say 7 to 8 to 9 hours if you can, to get yourself some good sleep, right? Make it a consistent thing. If you always have to get up at 6 because you know you have to get to work and the traffic and you got to get the kids off, like give yourself enough time. If that alarm is a hard set at 7 a.m., then you need to set yourself a bedtime alarm. It's time to power down and go to sleep. Sleep is when we are rebuilding everything in our bodies and our minds, and it's required, right? It's required. Even the hustlers sleep. Number 5 is declutter. So if you declutter your space, if you declutter your relationships or your social media accounts, you will ultimately feel way better. I promise. So get rid of the objects that have no like meaning or use in your life. Like go through, your clothes. If you haven't worn them in a year, I dump them, right? And I live in Nebraska, so it's one of those, well, I might wear that in fall again. And then when fall comes, if I don't wear it, it's gone, right? So I always have this thing is like every year, every 6 months, I kind of purge all of my clothes. I go through my undergarments drawer. I go through socks that like, the dryer eats the one. And so you keep saving these socks and you have a collection. So then all of a sudden your drawer is full, right? So pick little projects like that you can declutter. If you're like needing some more self-love practices at work, declutter that email. Declutter your desktop. sometimes we save so many things and it's intimidating when we open up our computer and it's like information overload, right? So declutter any which way you can. Just today, like so stupid, but it made me feel so good. I went through the pens in my cup holder and only chose the ones that I want to use. And I put the rest in the cupboard. I don't need them. I don't need 1,000, even though that was a lot. I have a pen fetish. I'm sorry. I love all the colors of the rainbow. It's whatever project I'm doing that day gets a specific color. No judging. So the next one, you get my point with the decluttering, right? Number 6 is be kind to yourself, right? It's so important. Don't be so hard on ourselves. I'm sure men and women are both equally just as hard, but as a woman, I know that we are our own worst critics, right? We are constantly judging what our bodies look like, what we are feeling, what we are eating, what we are not doing. We are constantly comparing ourselves and putting ourselves down. So we need to stop doing that, right? Be kind to yourself. Again, treat yourself like you would someone that you love so much, okay? Number 7, of course, is take a walk. Get outside. Enjoy the fresh air. Even if it's freezing, sometimes some fresh, crisp air just really like is good for the soul, okay? So clear your mind. Enjoy the nature. Try leaving your phone at home while you go on that afternoon walk or that walk after dinner and just kind of take in your surroundings. Enjoy your outside. Enjoy that you get to, live in a place that, is beautiful and clean and that you're choosing to, take that walk and take that space for yourself. Number 8, of course, is watch a sunset or a sunrise. Self-explanatory. I don't even need to go into that. My favorite things. I wake up at 3:45 in the morning to go to the gym. Sometimes when I'm coming out of the gym and I'm driving home, the sun is coming up and it just reminds me, I'm like, dang, I feel so good right now. Number 9, plan a weekend getaway. Go somewhere. Oh my gosh, you always wanted to go. Treat yourself, even if it's an hour drive to the cutest little town with the cutest little coffee shops and the boutiques, right? Like get in your car and just go. There's something very freeing about that. Hop on an airplane and just go visit a friend. I think Americans, I don't think that we use our vacation time enough. We are workaholics, that is for sure. Always chasing to-do lists. And it's just, we don't even have time to relax or get away. And we don't feel that we deserve or can get away. But again, that's a mindset shift that as a coach, I can help you unblock. Number 10, try something new. Have you ever wanted to try something new that you were kind of afraid to do? Yes, hopefully, right? I'm going to ask you to step outside of your comfort zone and do it. This will give you a chance to learn something about yourself. I mentioned it at the beginning. You might not like the couple of things that I've asked you to, choose from tonight's menu of self-love options, but at least you know you like it or you don't. You could surprise yourself and be like, dang, I really like that. I have a lot of male clients that have said, I've never had a massage in my life. And I'm like, what? Right? Like, pick my job. You need to go have one. Get past the whole, I have to get half naked, and someone's going to be touching me. Like, you don't even think about that stuff when, like, the music's playing and the essential oils are diffusing and, like, the hands start working. Oh, my gosh, like, heaven, right? So someone else just completely relaxing you for you. But, yeah, do something that you've never done. That's, like, a really good fun one to do. Number 11. Don't compare yourself to others. You are you. You are beautiful. You just do you, right? There's no one like you. Can we just get a love for that one? Okay, send me some hearts because no one is you. No one can be like you, and you are a beautiful, beautiful soul. So just be you. Stop comparing yourselves to other people's lives. It's not going to get you anywhere. Let's see. Number 12, I follow this on a daily basis, is go after your dreams. Okay. Even if you feel that they're unachievable, anything is possible with the right tribe, with the right mindset. And what I think has to come first is that you have to allow yourself to dream and allow yourself to want bigger and better things. Yes, you deserve them. Okay. Absolutely. If that was what was just popping through your head, I don't think I deserve that, Carissa. Yes, you do. Okay. Coach Carissa says, yes, you do. You deserve them. Do it. Go after your dreams. Follow them. I'm trying to think. I have so many dream things up on my wall and in my trinket shelf that you can tell I just love dreams and visions and focus on all of that. Let's see, number 13 is meditate and yoga, right? Even if it's 20 minutes, meditation is perfect type of self-love. Whew, it's one of my favorite techniques to share with my clients is how to kind of self-meditate and breathe into relaxation. So, you can really do that anywhere. It's free. It's an amazing thing. But sometimes we forget about it and we need to reteach ourselves that it's okay to slow down and just meditate and breathe and allow calmness to take over. 14 is appreciate the little things, right? It's a game changer. I've already told you that I live a life of gratitude. And when you have that attitude of gratitude, life becomes like easy and unstoppable, right? If I think in the positive mindset, it's crazy, but things happen. When I put things out to the universe that I want to do in a positive way, things come back to me. Doors open, opportunities happen, possibilities are endless, okay? Life isn't bad, like it's not as bad as it seems. Okay, so appreciate all the little things that you're able to do, that you get to do, and that you love to do. 15 is what do you love doing? That's what some people think of when I ask them, what do you love to do? I don't know, hang out with my kids, right? Like that's what they say. I guess I like being out with my friends. Well, when's the last time you did it? Gosh, it's been like 6 months. What? Right? Like, what do you love doing? And that's a 2-part question. So what do you love to do? Figure it out and then do it. Do it. Do more of what you love to do. If you love skating around the ice, like around the skating rink, put on your freaking skates and go skate. Do more of what you love to do. If it's crafting, if it's reading, if it's writing, do it. 16, writing, speaking of writing, is journaling. Writing anything and everything relieves stress and anxiety. Write it out, and put what is in your heart, what's in your head, what's like what you feel, that tension in your body. Put it out on paper. I promise it's a really, really great technique that you can do to do more self-love, okay? 17 is forgive yourself. If something didn't go quite as planned, know that it's okay, right? Mistakes happen. Forgiving ourselves is a way of letting go. And I would encourage you to forgive some things that you've done in your past and truly learn to forgive them. Remember, no one is perfect in life. We learn and we grow from our mistakes. And when we can look at mistakes and past not so good experiences that we had to learn from, as long as we're learning something from them, then it turns out that mistake was okay. It's okay to make mistakes. Seriously. Totally. Definitely. Make mistakes. Number 18, eat food that makes your body feel good. Less junk, less processed, more greens, more homegrown, right? Try when you're shopping, shop on the outside of the grocery store. Your produce, your meats, anything that is not processed I guess most of the processed food's on the inside. So make sure that you're fueling your body with food that makes you feel good, that gives you energy. 19, we already mentioned it, but really quickly, get a massage. You deserve one. I'm not going to say any more about that. 20, don't look at your phone. How many people have you like how many of you have looked at your phone like 100 times? Maybe you're on your phone, and that's okay. Don't leave my session right now, but don't look at your phone all the time, right? I don't mean to never look at it, but set a solid amount of time before bed or in the morning where you have you time. Don't wake up in the morning and scroll instantly through Instagram. Don't go to bed to like the phone in your head until you're just exhausted, because all of that information is now being processed, okay? So let detox from the technology just a little bit. 21 is exercise. 21, exercise. This will make you feel great about yourself, even if it's just 20 minutes a day. It doesn't have to be intense, crazy exercise workout. Like just getting to the gym and walking around the track, I guarantee you're gonna leave happier. I've never met a client that was in the gym with me that was like, dang, I feel like crap, right? Like, I wish I didn't do that workout. No, they're like, oh, thanks, girl. I feel so much better. So yeah, exercise more, even if it's 20 minutes a day. 22, I love this one, is obsess over the things you love to do, right? Always compliment yourself. Wow, my hair looks great today. Dang, my nails look so strong and healthy. Like, it's crazy, but obsess over the things that make you feel good. When I was on the losing train of all my weight, like it just became an obsession, right? When 207 went to 205, went to 203, like I remember almost every pound at the beginning that I was losing. When I hit like the goal was to be 180, right? I thought ultimate happiness at 180 would be like, oh my God. But what happened at 180? I became obsessed and I wanted to get to 170 and I want to get to 160. And then at like 130, like 140, I was like, dang, I look good. But what happens if I lose a little bit more? Or what happens when I start toning my body? I can see the tone. Everything becomes an obsession, you guys. So if it's work, if it's working out, if it's something that you love to do, do it. Okay? Obsess over it. It's like the book that you just can't put down. 23, drink lots of water. Why? Because it's important. We know that. Drink more. 24, I did so much of this last week and I really didn't want to come back. But that is, if you can't guess it, it's the sunshine. How many times in Arizona did I take off my shoes and literally I would walk outside of my hotel room or my Airbnb and barefoot, and I would go into the grass and I would just let my feet soak in and enjoy that moment. But I would always look up and I would just like soak in that sunshine. Like that's even the move I do. I'm like, get in me right now, right? Sunshine is amazing. It does so much for you mentally, for you physically. Enjoy the vitamin D. Don't get caught up and staying in the office all day. If you can, please get out if it's sunny. Trust me, again, you'll love it. You'll feel better. And 25 is to stop trying to please everyone. Okay, it's a really important one because we are constant people that like to please others. I'm not going to talk about this story tonight, but my old career as marketing and relationship development and business development, I was a very people pleaser. It's whatever they wanted to do. Where do you want to go eat? How can I make your experience better? Right? I somehow got lost in the identity of who I was because I was trying to please everyone and accept I needed to be pleasing myself. Okay, so again, I'm not going to talk about that story. It could be 20 minutes all on its own, but you can't please everyone. So sometimes I'm not even going to say sometimes, it's always to please yourself first. Okay, self-love comes from loving who you are and appreciating what you've been through. So there you have it, you guys. That's my 25 ways to practice more self-love in your life. I would encourage you to write down or maybe put in the comments what one your favorite one was, which one you want to try, or which one that you do all the time because you know it really works for you. And that's all I have for you tonight. I hope you have a fabulous evening. an amazing Friday, because tomorrow's Friday. Don't forget to join me tomorrow at noon Central Standard Time. I'll be talking all about my new Spring into Summer group coaching launch. And again, $100 off for the first 12 people that sign up before May 15th. So, guys,